Good evening, I'm Leonardo Puglisi. This is 6 News. Tonight it's been described as the cruise from hell, and after at least 12 deaths, the Ruby Princess is now at the centre of a criminal investigation. We'll show you what this means for the victims' families. The Easter holiday is looking very different for millions around the world, but here in Melbourne, strangers have been decorating homes and gardens to brighten up other people's day. And also tonight, George Pell walks free from prison after the High Court quashed child sexual assault charges. The father who accused him says he's gutted, and now he's left Melbourne to go to Sydney. What he said to reporters:
"Keep your social distance."
As the world reacts to this historic decision. 6 News starts now. First tonight, the Ruby Princess cruise ship has been linked to hundreds of coronavirus cases in New South Wales. It's now docked in Wollongong, and that's where reporter Jack Hahn is tonight. Good evening, Jack. The cruise began as a holiday and has now become a criminal investigation.
Yeah, good evening to you, Leo. This really has become the holiday from hell for many of the passengers on the Ruby Princess cruise ship. We are joining you tonight from 6 News' Wollongong studios, just a short distance away from where the Princess cruise ship is docked in Port Kembla. That's an hour south of Sydney, where right now it is subject of a criminal investigation by the New South Wales Police Force. They allegedly have had some part in the cases that have allegedly come off the Princess cruise ship and have subsequently passed away. Now, what happened was the Princess cruise ship docked mid-March, and then there was a tit-for-tat between a number of authorities, New South Wales Health, the state government, and New South Wales and the federal border force agencies as to whether or not they knew there was some coronavirus on board. Now, this is all in the hands of a criminal investigation, and it is subject to that information. Now, at this stage, New South Wales Health have actually had to stop releasing information about the Princess cruise ship because it's of a criminal investigation. And of course, if any charges are made, then there'll of course have to be a jury, and you don't want to tamper evidence with the jury. So we do have to be very careful with what we do say, saying it is subject to an investigation. But if no charges are found, the New South Wales government have said that the incident will be then referred to the coroner, where they will do a system of trial in regards to what happened and if anybody is at fault. But this all comes as a number of people who allegedly were on the Princess cruise ship have allegedly passed away from the coronavirus. So this just bringing the New South Wales case totals well and truly above 2,000 cases. But good news from the government, we are starting to see signs that the cases are plateauing, that we are flattening the curve. But the Prime Minister stressing the importance that this weekend is really do or die for us. If we want to continue the path we're going on, we need to stay socially isolated. We need to stay socially distanced. And fingers crossed we'll get through this. At this stage, Leo, we are awaiting news from education ministers federally, but at this stage, Term 2 is believed to go online for many of you in Victoria and, of course, us in New South Wales and nationally, Leo.
Jack, thank you. The other story we're following tonight, the bombshell legal victory for George Pell. The Cardinal is now a free man after spending more than 400 days behind bars in Barwon Prison, acquitted by the High Court of child sexual assault charges committed in 1996. 7 judges concluded that the verdict on 5 counts reached in 2018 was unreasonable or cannot be supported by the evidence. So naturally, everyone wanted to know where the Cardinal was headed. He first went to a Catholic monastery in Kew, where he stayed overnight, but after that he drove all the way to Sydney. He stopped off for petrol on the Hume Highway, and that's where he spoke to reporters.
What would you like to say to your accusers? I'd like to say that the court has made a very good decision. I'm sorry I'm not dressed a bit better, but I didn't expect visitors.
Returning to the coronavirus, and as Jack mentioned, authorities have urged the public to stay home this Easter long weekend. They say all the progress Australia has made could be lost if people head out and ignore social distancing laws. On a lighter note, we've seen plenty of Melburnians decorating their homes or front gardens to brighten up other people's day. And finally, I can't end the bulletin without saying a big congratulations to our reporter Jack Hahn, who made an appearance on Channel 9's Today Show the other day. Look at this.
Jack, I tell you what, you'd make a very good news reporter. I don't know what's in your dreams and what you've got planned, but is that something you? Yeah.
I'd love to be a news reporter. I mean, I've been doing lots of work experience with you guys, so I'd love to.
Well done, mate. That is 6 News for this Sunday evening. You can find all the latest coronavirus information at health.gov.au. I'm Leonardo Puglisi. Thanks for your company. Good night.